You know, I probably should have considered the fact that I've never actively tried playing fucking Shadow of War on my PC while streaming by itself. I feel like it's probably one of those thick games that functions more optimal when I have like the dual PC setup. It's a very beautiful game and it's very pretty. But hi, welcome to You and to Me. I forgot to update my thing on my About section regarding what I will be reading today. That is offensive! But hello. My name's Mafi. I'm the sweetest lad in all of the land. You may appreciate me. You may love me. I'm okay with all of those. But hi. We're going to be playing a little bit of games today. Nothing too spicy. I've had a very long day. I'm quite tired. I just want to relax, kill some orcs, and then maybe hop back in and read for a little bit. And then we'll be calling it a night. But I'm glad that you absolute degenerates, you scoundrels, found it necessary to come and say hello to me. Your sweet, sweet little lad. Because I know how important I am to you. Don't mind me, I'm just changing some streaming information over here so I'm not wasting my bandwidth. Ooh. But hi. I want to take a nap. I just want to take a nap and eat more sandwiches. I had a really good sandwich today. But on that note, let me actually start launching the game before I just delve too far. And if you're coming here from the Twitter, as you may have seen, I did post a link to a friend's stream who is currently going on right now. You could find them at DarkGoldie27 on the sweetness that is Twitch. There's also Posh, but they're not live right now. Let me give them a quick shout out real quick. DarkGoldie27. If you guys want to watch something slightly more entertaining, they are going to be playing games today. They're going to be drinking and building things in Minecraft. I was supposed to take part in that, but sadly, you know, things came up, and I am now what some people would call quite a bummer to be around. So instead, we're going to be playing my awesome sad boy games. Which, if you would now take a kind moment to look at this screen, is going to work. Is going to function? No, of course it's not, but that's okay. Let me go over to my game capture. Yeah, that's why it's Labyrinthine. We're not playing that right now. Middle Earth, Shadow of War. There it is. And now we wait for that thing to load right back up in all of its tasty glory. There it is. Yes. Now, I know I don't play a lot of this. It's no secret that I have not played this at all on stream, but I've been into it. Let me put this thing in not full screen, borderless window. That way I can exit this screen without having to worry if the game's gonna go like, you know, minimizing itself. I still can't rip my other things. Fuck you. But yeah, so Bot actually gifted me this game not too long ago, and I have been completely enamored by it. I've played this game back to back for several days, just killing things and exploring. He's mad at me though, because I have not actually played the storyline. I'm still in the second city and I've just been murdering captains nonstop. But let's also give Posh a shout out because I love that sweet lad. POSHBOY 64 on twitch.tv. There we go. I should also give Bot a shout out because he's a special little goober. BOTTOG. There it is. I just want to nap. I just want to nap so hard right now. Why? Why is it that I have to be awake? That I have to exist on this of all days? I don't appreciate this. I'm not a big fan of it. Why can't I have a simple life? A simple life filled with simple pleasures. Oh. Ooh. I wonder if... Let me do something real quick. I'm just gonna freeze for a hot second. Ignore me and how I'm not moving. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. If you look at me, I'm gonna cry. Now go to the home application area, go over to Wi-Fi, go over to Wi-Fi devices, test, because it says that my network is completely golden, but I have just like the smallest of inklings that it's fucking lying to me because of the fact that my stream has already dropped like I think once. And it's, oh god, it is currently just bouncing back and forth between the lowest of signal babus. So don't worry about me. I'm just gonna be frozen for a hot second. Don't worry about... How did I get here? Why am I at one that I can already... I can purify this? Where am I? I don't think this is the area where I was supposed to be, but alright, sure, whatever. Please do not ask me what this game is about. Let me turn off my background music, because I personally have no idea. I've just been murdering people nonstop for days. I can give you no information that you wish for, other than the fact that it's neat. Wow, thank you, Nightbot. You're beautiful, and I appreciate you coming here to tell me that you're here. Now, let me... See, look, my network connection's actually fine. So what is the problem with OBS? The problem with OBS is that it's OBS, and it also has to live with its own suffering on what it's done. Alright, I need to find one more thing out here. Come on. Also, if any of you guys, or if none of you guys have played this game, it's quite entertaining. I'm mad because I've known about it for years, and I just never got around to playing it. It gives me Assassin's Creed vibes, but in like the silliest of ways. Like, look at this shit. Look at me. Look at me just climbing and vaulting. See that guy right there? What am I gonna do to him? I'm gonna suck him off, but in a stealthy fashion. Why are these things that I can do? And then this guy? If I run over to him, press this button and then that button, I murder him in such a brutal fashion that his friend just does not want to be around. Luckily, I'm able to freeze their feet if I throw my long-distance weapon at their tootsies. And then, I can kill them anyways. Well, I guess maybe he's in a weird dazed state, so... This game is the best game to play if you crave violence and if you want to just have an absolutely weird fucking time. Now, mind you, I'm not really covering anything that's important. I'm just covering the minimap, so I apologize to anybody that's looking at this wondering what the fuck I'm doing. Did I just get a notification on my... I apparently took my phone off of Do Not Disturb. I did. Okay, now let's not put it on personal mode. You're going straight back to Do Not Disturb. I'm not going to be dealing with notifications today. I am sorry. That is not how we function. Not in this household. Oh, it's a big old line of dudes. You weird soldier guys. Commence the murder for me. Thank you. Is that... No, that's not a barrel for booze. Yeah, kill him too. What am I supposed to be doing right now? Oh, okay. Let me... Mind you, my current keybind settings for a lot of these are stupid. Like, shift for me is this sprint. Caps lock is... No, this bitch. I can't attack them? Really? I can't attack you while you're here? Okay. But yeah, caps lock is what I use to do my stealth kills. So if I'm going to be doing anything like running up behind someone and then doing a stealth kill, I have to be pressing shift and then with my ring finger caps lock, and then I have to right click. And it is just an absolute ridiculousness. There's stupidity to it. I'm not even at the part yet where I can like summon... Or not where I can summon, where I can dominate enemies and then bring them onto my team. And I don't know why I'm taking so long to do it. Let me see. Also, I've been told recently by bot that I need to go about... Yeah, no, I still don't have this. That I need to be going about, and what did he say? What did bot say? Bot gave me words of some kind. Oh god, I've forgotten everything the bot told me. No, they're probably mildly offended by that. I'm gonna kill this guy, and then we're just gonna continue on and actually do some story stuff. I hope you guys don't mind. Alright, let me summon my gatito. Hello, my sweet prince. My little cat boy. I love you. I've always loved you. Look at you, my little troglodyte, my cute weird little thing. I hate you. I hate how much I love you and how sad I am every time you get killed. Oh, hold on, snack time. What? Am I missing? Am I pressing the wrong button? Stop hurting my boy. Consume. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. I don't know what it is, but sometimes the buttons don't function the way that I want them to, and it brings me sadness. Well, I don't know when this game came out, but I know that I'm enjoying it at least. I'm just gonna hammer that guy in the face. There we go. We've done our job. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, bot was telling me that I shouldn't be absolutely murdering all of the enemy captains, because if I let them go, then there's a higher chance of them coming back and just being stronger and giving me better loot. But I don't like not murdering them when they have insulted me and my good graces. It's like, how am I supposed to live with that comfortably? They know what they did. Also, I only think I've died maybe about 2 or 3 times in this game. No, 3 or 4 times. Yeah, because I remember I did have 3 people that I had to commit the revenge on. Yeah, go kill them. Do I have my soldiers too? Where are my men? Where the fuck are they? Did I, like, leave them behind? Alright, hold on. I'm not gonna let you kill my dog. Oh, never mind. Okay, we're good. This account is currently logged in elsewhere. I know the account is currently logged in elsewhere. Fight me. I know for a fact that I'm going to be able to play this game just fine. The only time it would give me trouble, though, is if I were to actively go click and try to re-sign in, then it's going to remove me from the game, and I don't want to be doing that right now. Stab. I hope my frames aren't dropping for this, because I know this game gets pretty sassy when... Oh god, you bitch! I know this game, most games actually get incredibly offended when they have to compete with, like, my face capture software and everything like that. All the stuff running at once, usually it doesn't like it too much. Oh yeah, I could feel the weirdness of it. What? Waiting for it to shut down? How dare you? I don't know how to feel about this. I feel like I have been robbed from the one thing that I was enjoying. This is what happens when I let other people use my Steam account. How dare they? I'm signing you out. I'm signing you out, and I'm doing it in an angry fashion. Okay, fine. Maybe I'm not gonna be doing that. Offensive? I wanted to play Shadow of War. I was killing people, and now I'm killing nobody. Oh, depressing. Okay, so what games can I play that would not immediately boot that other person off? Oh, my little stream avatars are gone. I really need to get games, not through Steam, or I need to just buy that person Beat Saber so they stop logging in with my account. But it's easier this way because I don't want to pay for Beat Saber again. It's a fun game, but in all honesty, I'm not a big fan of having to repurchase it multiple times. It fills me with the sad juice. Okay, so Mothman, what else do we have here? What about the Epic Games launcher? Yes, you own games via Epic. We can possibly play something through there. My whole shindig was just that I wanted to stream and be able to hang out with you guys today anyway, so it's not like I'm really missing out on anything, not playing the game that I wanted to play. So, yeah. It was just gonna be a short stream in the end. And then I was just gonna finish off with reading. Those were the vibes. I just need to make sure that I'm able to at least complete that at the minimum. Alright, Epic Games Launcher. Show me what it is that I own. What is it that is currently ready to play? Okay, installed games. No, we're not going to be updating Fortnite right now. I only play Fortnite with like one person. I do not need to play it at this moment. I'm sorry. So I have Paladins, Fall Guys, Destiny. Well, no, Destiny's queued for another update. I can't even play Apex because for some reason it hasn't been allowing me to process an update for that game. I don't know what's wrong with it either. Won't even let me uninstall the Apex, the launcher, the sweetness that is Origin. Should I finally beat Assassin's Creed? No. I don't want to do that either. Man, it sure is hard to be tired and unmotivated. I would like to blame this on having to go to medical appointments, only to find out that technically it was a phone appointment, so then I had to walk back to my car and then do the appointment in there on the phone after I had driven 20 minutes out to get to their main office because they told me it was in person. But also technically I'm not talking shit about them or anything. I know it's super hard in those types of lines of business and stuff like that where it's so easy to have like the smallest miscommunication and things just get befuddled beyond belief. So I don't judge them for that. I'm just sad about it. And then, oh God, no one tells you this, but when you start dealing with mental health issues and stuff like that, bruh, that shit's exhausting. Like, it's emotionally exhausting. And nobody's going around just going like, oh yeah, you might not want to plan your little checkups and visits for days where you had anything else intended. Because yeah, you can go ahead and try it, but I am not going to frown on anyone for just being emotionally done, dry of spoons even, after going to something like that. Because I spent the whole time just like talking about, oh God, substance abuse as a child, as an adult, and then trauma? That stuff's exhausting. Telling anybody else about that stuff just brings you down. But I do have to admit, I guess I'm kind of happy about going through some of that stuff just because of the fact that I was raised in a very conservative place where we didn't really talk about mental health or even seek help from medical professionals or anything like that. So, I don't know, doing it now, I wish that I had more friends and family that I can look to and just be like, hey, I don't feel good. And that I had more people at that time when I was younger that I could rely on to, just listen and tell me like, hey, maybe you should go talk to a therapist. Maybe you should go to the doctor, see a psychotherapist. Is that what they call those? I don't fucking know. And then just, then they diagnose you with the ADHD and the anxiety, and the other stuff, and they're like, yo, it's okay that shit's been hard for you, because guess what? Your brain's acting kind of stupid right now. It's not your fault. It is not a personal failing. This was a weird, unintentional tangent of emotions that I did not plan. I is lurking. You lurk. Go. Leave. I was initially supposed to hang out with those nerds, but today was just a heavy-handed day. Thank you for stopping by, though, Bot. I appreciate you. If it makes you feel any better, Shadow of War is unplayable right now because somebody else is using my Steam account to play Beat Saber. And that's fine. It's a good thing that I care about them. If I didn't care about them, I would just log them out. I is getting drunk. You go. You have a good time. I still have Goldie's stream and everything open on my side. I'm contemplating whether or not I wanted to bother you guys, but no, I don't want to bring the mood down. I'm tired. I am a wet noodle of a Mothman. Moffy, I'm glad you were able to get the help you needed. Sorry the day was rough. No apologize. But also thank you. That's very sweet of you. I mean, you can jump into voice chat and bother us. No, I don't think I'm mentally prepared to babysit right now. If it means anything, I always appreciate when you stream. Oh, thank you, Defrag. You're just an absolute sweetheart. Just a cutie patootie. But I know you love me. You say it all the time. Oh my God, Defrag. Bot loves it when you compliment them, when you're nice to them, and tell you how proud of them you are. Oh, they're just an absolute little soft sweetheart. They're just the cutest. They blush like a tomato, like a little round tomato. It's adorable. You should see it sometime. I'm just picking on them now. I'm sorry. I'm deflecting your kindness and I'm trying to be mean in turn. Damn you. But yeah, no. The day was tough, but things are easier. And I think that right there be some growth, be some good stuff. Not the bad type of growth that you find underneath your foot that could have been, stepping in dog poo or something, but you never really know because it's like, do you touch it or do you get it checked out? My ADHD meds are wearing off. That's why I'm jumping from topic to topic. I need to find a game to play and I need to find it fast. Otherwise, my brain is going to devolve into the goopiest of messes. This is why I'm a streamer. I'm a hot mess. Not just because I'm generally attractive, but also because my brain is full of bees. I can't stop talking. What am I going to do with myself? Maybe I can look at TikToks. Nope. If we look at TikToks on stream, there's a good chance I'm going to get DMCA struck because of copyright music. Why is music such an annoying thing to have to deal with on TikTok? I am a man. I am a man who is going through things right now. Maybe I should just read the story that I was intending to read earlier. I could do that. That doesn't sound bad. Yeah, it'll be a really short stream though. It'll be a 30 minutes to an hour long stream. Oh, that is so small. So small, yet so lovely at the same time. Maybe I can play Moonlighter. Maybe I can play Paladins. I don't want to play any of those games. Welcome to the stream where Mothman contemplates what he is going to be doing for the rest of the day. But yes, I know that I'm not good at saying it properly and stuff, but I guess, you guys really must know, I also appreciate you. I like talking to you guys. You're nice. You're good noodles. Fucking assholes. You happy? You happy with that? I'm not. I'm gonna put on my background music for a hot second and let me see what I'm to do with myself. Oh, I love this. I'm gonna go over there. I love being able to control where I am. My movements, they're so good. What kind of recommendations could you make for voice actor training? Oh, you're contemplating going into voiceover? That's hella pog. I'd like to say that I can actively give good recommendations for it. The thing is, I guess I specialize in commercial and audiobook voiceover, but no, well, I guess there are things that you could practice. There's different vocal exercises. Breath control is one thing. The biggest thing is like, are you going to be, if you're going into voiceover, do you intend to do most of your editing and mixing and mastering and stuff like that yourself, or do you have access to like a professional studio? Oh, I have a buddy who's looking into it. I like to support them. Oh, that's hella sweet. Why are you being all cute right now? How dare you? But, God, what did I do? I remember it all started just because there was someone whose content I enjoyed, and they went into audiobook narration. I suppose they will mix all the stuff themselves. Okay. Well, then they'll probably want to... Oh, God, no. Well, yeah. They're probably going to want to get a DAW, or a good digital audio workspace, or workstation, whatever they call it, or workbench, I don't fucking know. Which is basically the audio editing program of choice. I think when it comes down to doing voiceover, I want to get into Viva. Okay, then hurry up and... No, wait, go lurk over there and talk to Goldie and be cool. But also, yeah, you can probably do it. You have a nice voice. But yeah, so you get a good audio editing program for mixing and mastering. There's some free ones. I can't hear you though, you bitch. There's some free ones, like I believe, what was the one that I used to use? Good golly, Miss Molly. Let me pull it up over here. Free audio editing software. And it should pull up towards the top because it was one that everyone uses. Audacity. Audacity is an audio editing software, or a DAW, that's commonly used by a lot of people. And when I first started looking into voiceover, one of the few things that they said was get a good microphone. And by good, they mean one that sounds good, one that works with your voice. And get a good program, get a good pair of headphones, and, you know, basically just start recording stuff and sending whatnot out. One big thing to remember when going into voiceover, a lot of different people prefer if you're using an XLR mic, or a microphone that uses an XLR cable, kind of like the one that I have. In order for those to work, you have to have an audio interface as well. It's a very kind of expensive thing to get into when you're just starting, but if you can make it lucrative and grab a few gigs and whatnot, then it's pretty fun. And I really think, some of the best moments are when you're like reading a script or when you're recording your lines and you get so emotional based on what the character is saying or like what they're thinking that you actually start like kind of like really getting into the groove of those emotions yourself. It's so good. I've cried before. I've like clenched my fists in anger and screamed, and I've felt like just really warm, heartfelt emotions, and it was so good. But I guess starting with that, you would probably want a good audio interface, good program to start with, okay to decent pair of headphones, and a good microphone. There's a lot of different mics that people could use. They've attempted in the past and actually got an offer. Downside being for exposure, an adult game. I want to do so much porn to frag. I would love to do so much porn. Hire me. People on the internet, if you see this, if you could hear my voice, it's a little hoarse right now because I'm very tired. I own an XLR microphone. I have a Sennheiser MKH 416. with a Mogami Gold cable and an SSL Plus audio interface, shit's bussin'. I can usually get really beautiful sound. I should not be pouring myself out like this right now. I forgot that we were talking. I would say probably, how do I best support, by like suggestions? Let me see. I guess the best thing to do you know what kind of microphone or audio setup they're using? Oh, by which I mean they send me clips, but I don't know how to give advice. Oh, okay, so they're sending you clips of their voice lines and asking for advice about them. Oh God, I would almost really like to hear it. God, they're gonna have to be doing a lot of vocal exercises. They're gonna have to hydrate very well constantly. One thing that you have to do in voiceover is you have to basically have a giant ass water bottle with you and always be drinking, because it's so easy in this line of work to overuse your vocal flaps and everything and just kind of actually injure yourself if you don't keep yourself well lubricated. Another thing would be using chapstick. Definitely get into that, or using coconut oil or something like that to keep your lips properly moistened so that you don't have a lot of weird sounds that come through. It's usually with like S's and T's and some other things. But if they already have a good microphone, if they already have a good audio interface, yeah, the most that they can do is just really practice your vocal exercises. Depending on what you're doing, there's some where it's literally just hum at a certain tone for an extended period of time, like normally it would, great, I gave myself tinnitus. Normally it would sound better, but what that does is it gets you warmed up and it makes it less likely for you to also injure yourself. Another vocal exercise that I love, it's my favorite one, is it's ba-da-ga, pa-da-ga, bodogo, podogo, be-de-ge, pe-de-ge. Wait, is that the whole thing? Ba-da-ga, pa-da-ga, bodogo, podogo, be-de-ge, pe-de-ge? Okay. Ba-da-ga, pa-da-ga, bodogo, podogo, be-de-ge, pe-de-ge, be-de-ge, pe-de-ge. What that does is basically, usually you want to get used to being able to say them quickly so that you can hit the proper sounds and really get words out without making them muddled or anything like that. Like, it helps in the audiobook narration space whenever I do that one, which I've gotten to the point where I can go and it just makes it so that you're able to hit all the individual sounds of a word and it's not gonna be muddled. No matter if you're whispering, yelling, or anything like that, you want your audio to be easily understood at most different levels. So being able to really just comfortably be able to say all those parts of a word without messing it up helps out so much. There's also another one that's like that's just another vocal exercise. It helps out with the z and the sounds as well as the l sounds. God, it's so much of just practicing and warming up, and then once you're ready, you just send out auditions. So many auditions that you sometimes never hear anything back from. I've suggested in the past to stream with me doing visual novels. Oh, to practice different kinds of voices. No, that would totally help. That's one awesome thing. When it comes down to doing voices and whatnot, a really good thing that you can do. Oh, this is all amazing. I plan on sending them this VOD. I am so sorry if you're sending them this. I will cry. I am sorry. But yeah, no, one good thing that you can do is just expand your vocal repertoire. Learn how to control your vocal flaps, your vocal folds, so that you can do all of those different sounding voices and accents, and then just keep doing them. Just keep trying and keep doing more impersonations or character acting. One thing that people are weird about is a lot of the times they'll tell you, don't practice a character voice. Don't, mimic them, make it your own. No one ever tells you that a lot of voices, accents, and other little things that people use for their characters these days all have some slight of predetermined base in something else. Everything that we do nowadays is just someone's take on an old product. And that's completely okay. Some of the best characters and stuff like that ended up coming out over the years were literally just someone doing an impersonation of their old favorite cartoon character, their mom, a family member. But yeah, do all sorts of voices and record if you can. Get comfortable with being able to switch in between those voices back and forth easily, because that'll just really teach you how to control your vocal folds, your vocal flaps, your false folds. There's a lot of stuff inside of our throats that once you get familiar with, it's disgusting how you'll be able to actively contort it and control it. One of those best creator is someone who can hide their sources. Exactly. Listen, it's completely fine if you do most of your voices based on voices that were already used by someone else. My first audiobook, all the characters in there were character voices based off of references that I was giving for other auditions. So they were like, hey, can someone do a voice similar to this so that we can replace this actor in this thing? Or they were based off of a different audiobook that I had been listening to previously, where I was just like, I love the voices this guy's using, so I'm gonna mimic them and I'm gonna use them. And the author loved it. They loved all the fucking voices that I was doing. I thought that shit was hilarious. But yeah, do a whole bunch of voices. One thing that I was told might be helpful or like easy is once you feel comfortable switching in between the voices and like doing them easily back and forth, then maybe recording yourself doing some lines just so you can, some lines that you would use to help you get into that voice like more comfortably. And then, like title that file with the character's name or something, or like a description of what they sound like. And just have a library of like, hey, this is all the different shit that I can do. Just in case you ever, forget how to do it and you need to go back and practice some more. There's so much stuff. Voiceover is so disgustingly fun and annoying to go through. I hate it and I love it, and it's so competitive, but it's also very, I don't know, it's so rewarding when something goes right. Yeah. It's also stupid, because like you can send out 20 to 30 different auditions and hear back from no one for like months. That's what it's like. You just keep putting yourself out there and you keep doing other things and you hope it works out. You can do stuff like streaming definitely on the side though. We have so many notes on voices in our D&D notes. Bruh, D&D is such a good place to try and like play with voiceover, the character acting for D&D, the monsters, the different like types of creatures and whatnot. It's so good. D&D is one of the other best ways to practice that shit, because no one's gonna look at you weird for like acting in character and making silly voices for that. That's the best. It's beautiful. Sorry. I want to play more D&D sometimes, but then also I don't want to talk to people. It's too hard. They're scary. But also, when I'm drinking, I like having people around. Jinkies. It's a good time. It's a good time indeed. Oh yeah. It's so strange. It's so weird. You can give so much weird, small, different tidbits of advice for voiceover, but there's always something else in there. Like me personally, I practiced, I think, in order to do some voices, I practiced vocal feminization, possibly because I'm also having thoughts about other stuff that we can discuss at a later time. But yeah, being able to learn how to control like the placement of certain aspects of my throat. Oh, did my shit just cut out? Oh no, it's still there. Like, it's weird just being able to kind of contort all the different portions of your throat in order to give different sounds And in order to give you more depth, more high pitch notes, anything along those lines, then there's also different small things that you can do with your voice that will either drop it further down in pitch or just make it sound rougher.
And then there's also weird jokey voices and whatnot.
Although I can't do most of the ones that I would love to. Takeo, hi. Because my voice is tired. That's the other thing. Recognize when your shit is tired and then drink water and stop. The worst thing that I ever did to myself when I first started doing voiceover was I pushed myself to the point of my throat would feel raw and I would be exhausted. And it's like you can't do over or do more work when you're in that headspace or when you're feeling that way. It's so hard and it's impossible. It's like trying to re-record a line with a character's voice when you're at the point that I'm at right now, where it's just rough and kind of airy. It leads to so many bad times. Being able to recognize how you feel, how your voice feels, how your body is functioning is so big. Jokey voices are my jam. They are mine too. I mean, your throat's supposed to feel raw, bro. No, I mean, the other raw, not... Well, yeah, no, actually, you're right. Fuck. But no, like, I feel like my throat has been abused. The day has dicked me down so hard. Oh, but yeah, silly voices, that shit, I love it. I love doing silly voices more than anything else. Some of my favorites are like Kermit the Frog, Elmo. Kronk is an easy one. I've been practicing Yzma recently, but that's harder because I have a deeper voice and I haven't really perfected vocal feminization yet. I need to go back and watch more videos on YouTube. Kind of why I suggested the Whitey voice, one of my go-tos. I'm offended by that voice, but the fact that I can now do it kind of comfortably, I love that. And I want to do it more, and I hate you. And you should apologize to me later. But yeah, no, that's definitely how it'd be. Just like, so many different things. And I don't know, there's so much. I'm mad, so mad right now. Oh, but if they ever need help, like with audio editing software or anything like that, my go-to is a program called Reaper, which is free to use. When your free trial of it ends, they ask that you buy it, but they don't remove access from the program. Like, you can still use the program, it's just that every time you hop on it, they'll be like, hey, do you want to buy it? And then you'll be like, nah, I'm good. And then you just press X and you just keep editing and doing your shit. I did that for so long. 3? What is the 3? Oh, that's stars with a little kissy face, little smooch. Oh, man. Oh yeah, but yeah, I use Reaper. That's my favorite audio interface. I learned how to use it because there's a YouTuber called Booth Junkie. Well, he calls himself Mike Delgadio, and his YouTube channel is Booth Junkie, I believe. And he has such a beautiful in-depth step-by-step on how to set it up and use it, and do some baseline equalizations and stuff like that. It's the old WinRAR method. Indeed, it's a hot fucking mess. Jeez. But yeah, Reaper is my favorite. I actually did end up buying it eventually because I use it daily. All of my auditions that I send out, I use Reaper. All of my filters and whatnot that I've built for myself over the years, I perfected or at least experimented on Reaper with. It's such a good program. It's so ugly to look at when you first install it though. So if you're gonna use Reaper, I do suggest, looking up Booth Junkie. He's got like a whole thing on how to set up everything bit by bit, from your EQ to your compressor. I think he also talks about de-essers. I had to look up some other people to learn a bit more about stuff like expanders. That is such a beautiful plugin. I cannot tell you how much I love that. The expander, and also this one other plugin called Refire, or REFIR. It's so good. Like, those are my two go-tos when it comes to removing background information and really just getting that crisp, clear audio. It's sexy. I forgot how obsessed I was. I think audio was my special interest. I was wondering why I spent like a year just learning about it before I even went into doing voiceover. I want to make porn. If any of you make porn, let me voice in it. Let me make porn for you. I can do gruff, manly voices. I can also do voices of just normal dudes. And I mean, I could do a whole lot of other voices too, but I'm tired. I don't think I can do them all right now. Please, let me make you nut. I'm gonna come back to clips of that later. Man, I don't even think I'm gonna be reading today. Rude. Look at me. There's a Patreon vid. There's a Patreon vid? What? Where? There is one? Oh my god, I should have told you guys. Okay, so you guys know Goldie, right? The sweet Goldie person, I'm assuming. I shouted them out earlier. And you know Bot and... Oh, you voice porn. That is true. I want to make a Patreon and upload so much voiceover stuff for porn. I am just lazy and I haven't gotten around to it. But I was gonna say, Bot, if you don't know, is a new author. And they have written a Moffy, Goldie, Ghost, and Crisp Owl fan fiction. And I remember the other day we got together in a voice call, a private Discord voice call, and so I narrated it and I read the parts for Moffy. But the most enjoyable bits for me personally was when Goldie had to read their lines. It was hella cringe. I loved it. It's great. And maybe a fun thing to do would be just making like a joint Patreon and then uploading readings and stuff like that for those ones, because I'm surprised how enjoyable it is to read a story like that with so many people. Ghost didn't have any lines, sadly. All they had was thighs. It was so good. Oh my god. Goldie is a furry in the story. We're all nudists. Ghost is like a kind of ghost, but also they can still do sexy stuff. And Crisp is... I think they're just like a bird person, like they are now. Crisp Owl. Yeah, they're a good noodle too. Oh, I should have recorded it. I should have saved a recording of it. It was so nice. We're gonna have to do that again. But yeah, that's one thing that I really love. I don't know, I love recording stories. I love talking. As a kid, I could not shut up. As an adult, I still am very bad at shutting the fuck up. I don't think it's gonna get any better. I think it'll just get worse until eventually I get dementia and then it'll be physically unstop, physically impossible, that's the word, to get me to stop. Because I will have forgotten everything that I said and I'll probably just keep repeating it. Like some weird bug hitting a lamp again and again and again. Almost like a moth. Cringe. Cringe indeed. Man, I'm gonna drink some water real quick because my throat hurts. You know, I do gotta say, thank you guys for hanging out with me for this little bit. I didn't intend to stream very long. I only thought I was gonna do an hour anyways. But I had a good time. I thought that I was gonna play games, thought that I was gonna come here and vent and be a monster, but no. Instead, I talked about voiceover and audio editing, which sounds boring. I get it. It sounds boring as fuck, but I love it. I love it so much. If I hadn't found voiceover, I would still be working in cafes and kitchens and customer service jobs like Target. don't work at Target. Target's a kind of shitty place to work. I think it's mostly because the management though, so But yeah. I think one of the other fun things was just being able to like come out here and meet you nerds. I don't think I would have started streaming if it weren't for, me wanting to get into those fields. And they're all kind of connected. They're all like practice for each other, socializing, talking, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. But I'm super happy about this. Super offended as well. I don't know. It's like every time you guys do something cute or nice for me, I want to be mean to you. And I don't know why. That's how I treat people that I love, and I know that sounds toxic, but I'm never mean in like a way that hurts people's feelings. I'm mostly mean in like the way a chihuahua is. Like I'm small and I'm angry and I want love, but I'm gonna bite you twice before I let you give it to me. Because that is the way of the Mothman. I think on that note, I think I'm gonna hop out. My voice, my throat sounds like it's personally giving up. I mean, that means you're close to someone, right? I guess so. I guess I'm close to you guys. Guess I love you guys or care about you. But my throat's tired. I'm gonna go take a nap. But I am going to throw the small amount of you that are currently in here. I'm gonna go throw you guys over to Goldie's stream. They're having a fun time. I want you guys to be as mean as you can to them. I'm sorry I didn't stream more today. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow and playing some games with Ramina. And then I think I'm also going to have a few drinks at night and whatnot. Today was just a hard day. But weirdly enough, you guys made it so much better and easier to put up with. So thank you for that, assholes. But I'm gonna hop out now. Thank you for putting up with me, and I hope to see you again later. Goodbye. That was the wrong screen.